Here's today's little jaunt then, using these horrible cryptic cards. This could be an adventure. Chedworth, starting from about here, which is the old museum, round here, round here, round here, round here, into Fossbridge, round here and back. Let's get going, see how we get on, if we can find where to start. Trailhead, Roman Villa, ready for the off. Okay, we'll hit the road in this direction, I think. Right, down to large green gates, SP private road, turn right. Headgear decoration today, courtesy of the British Tobacco Club. Come out at the bottom of the drawer. It's 17th of September today, day before the Scottish vote on independence. I think they'll either go yes or a very narrow no. It's a little bit late in the day, it's just coming up to midday now, so I'm off to a rather late start. Where I'm parked, I'm not sure if I can get back in there after about 5 o'clock. I may have to shorten this walk, my excuse. We'll see how we get on, see how many miles we can cover before we reach the decision point. And today we're walking beside the River Colne. Trying to stay beside it and not in it, taking this shot. And looking back down the road. Spectacular, isn't it? Coming to the end of the private road now. Not a bad spot to live. Right, one noisy dog. And a stile into the woods. Oh. This is confession time, and this is in fact the shortcut. Cuts the walk in half really. I simply have started too late to do the 7 miles, and I'm not happy that when I get back the car is not going to be locked into the car park. It took me about a mile to, it took me about 50 minutes to do the first mile. I keep stopping to photograph and muck about. I'm not going very fast, so on that basis I'll be getting back too late. So we're on this walk. Rather attractive. We'll see what we can see. Which is sunlit glades. As you can see, this is a very mature deciduous woodland. Treat to walk in one of these days rather than the conifers we're all used to. Follow the waymarks, it says. Be nice if there were one or two. Ah, good. Alright, you made your point. This is us then. I seem to remember that the last time I did this walk, about 100 years ago, with Adam. From memory, I think we dropped Christine off at work at the hospital at stupid o'clock in the morning, and then drove out here and did the walk, and I think we're coming through here at about 9 o'clock. Gorgeous walk as I remember. I think Adam couldn't find anywhere to hide, so he got selected. I expect he whined a lot. Not really, we love you, Ad. Mind you, he never was any good for hiding. He just used to cover his eyes, and his theory was if he couldn't see you, you couldn't see him. And now he has a position of great responsibility in a global company. Go figure. Anyway, today, lunch, cheese and pickle, made by my wife's fair hand. Things are looking up, and I'm sure it'll taste all the better for it. Well, this is lunch today. Quite nice. Big old tree there. Rustic barn in that direction. Well, storage shed, I would think. And this is the dining spot. Surprisingly comfortable. Right, time to move out, I think. Right, well, this is where it gets technical. On the instructions here, we've come up through there and we're about there now. We cross across to there and then return to the villa. However, looking on the main map here, we're about there, cross here. Now if we want to find this mysterious railway, which you can just about make out there, we're actually going to, when we get to this crossroads, assuming we can identify it, head for the disused airfield. Not much to be seen of that now. And then see if we can pick up this path which takes us across. See how we do when we get there. We're out of the woods now, which are down there. And now our path takes us this way. Actually, that looked like an old hanging tree, don't you think? Or perhaps that was the hanging tree. That's looking back again. The lollipop trees. And then a rather nice view beyond it. Wide open spaces. Heading for a track between well-maintained fences. That means livestock in my estimation, but if we find the other side of the fence, that's alright by me. This'll do. That's us. The usual farmer's padlock. Right, onward. Well, this rather rustic spot here marks where the official shortcut joins the official main track, but it's where we deviate off, heading for an old disused railway line. That's the recommended route, and that's our route. I have to say, it looks less overgrown the way we're going. Enjoying it so far. Up in the high Cotswolds, the high wolds, can't beat it. Well, I suspect this might indicate the boundary or edge of the airfield, because now we're getting a proper made up bit of road path. So we're now probably in the outer bounds of the airfield. Well, as you can see, we're now at the edge of the wood that we could see a few shots in the distance. And according to the map, there's a wood there, and the path goes around the outside of it, across the end of the runway, which is a bit curious, and then turns sort of half right back into the Chedworth woods. See if we can make that work. Corner of wood, I suspect into the wind. I can see, I think, a taxiway. And then what was the main runway? So it's now been ploughed in. World War II airfield, extensively used in the Second World War. Quite how they got a footpath across it. Must have been an ancient route, I suppose, that got stopped during the war and then re-allowed afterwards. Perhaps that was the deal. Historic. All sorts landed here. Fighter planes, bombers, the lot. Right. And then fortunately, there is a trail which is just about where it should be. Does that look rather picturesque? Or is it me? Yeah, it would be better if I held the camera still, you're right. Looks quite nice looking back as well. Now, how I'm reading the map, you walk down here and you can't miss. What's worrying me slightly is the path doesn't appear to be going in the right direction. But I think we may have just found a spur. Yeah, that's us. If in doubt at this stage, head downhill and you should bring you back to the villa. Looks that way on the map. Change now from deciduous into conifer, and it's all opening up. Good. Better. Now that's a hard track. But by taking this offshoot, there's a very faint possibility that we can reach the tunnel entrance for our mysterious railway. I put the chances about 1 in 10, but at the moment, yeah, we've got time. Well, personally, I don't think you can beat this. Beautiful walk up in the Cotswolds. Can't normally go wrong if you're in the Cotswolds. Well, it's got a little bit too horsey for my liking these days. Having said that, I haven't seen a horse all day. I haven't seen any other walkers all day. I've seen nobody really. That's Wednesday's not the favourite day, but That suits me. I'll take this all day. Beautiful dappled sunlight through the trees. A bit of bird song here and there. And an objective. Well, this is pretty much impenetrable here. My only hope is to find a track, of which I've found just one, and then hope that whoever made it has the same objective as me. Right, well, this is a one hope wonder. This is the only track that heads in this direction. If it's an animal track, it'll peter out. If it's going where I want to go, it'll keep going. Let's see. Aha. Well, half promising. There's a dip here which could be a cutting. Or not. However, there I see one of our old friends over there, which is the railway sleeper fence post. Okay, so that makes this the probable route. Walk it a bit and see. Well, how about that? Seek and you shall find. This gives me a 100% record on finding tunnels at the moment. Mind, they don't move very fast, so I'm not sure how much of an achievement that is. It's very cold down here in the bottom of this cutting. Very odd. You'd have to say it's not in the best of condition. Matter of fact, it's in quite poor condition. Get you up to that bit there. Not sure how much closer you'd want to get, to be honest, but there you go. But this then is the main line to Chedworth and beyond, no doubt. We will just go and have a little peek. Well, I don't think it's locked so much as jammed. I've just hit it with a brick and it didn't move, and I'm not hitting too many bricks in this area at the moment. I don't know if that will show anything through there. No. Quite drafty though. Once again you have to look at what these men did with a pick and a shovel and the odd wheelbarrow and marvel at it. Okay, so I think we might be able to use this old track bed now to get us back to the path that we should be on. Well, that was worth a diversion, I thought. Oh, now, what is that? What indeed is that? Something railway-ish, no doubt. Well, I trust that wasn't the old platform. I think they could afford better than that. Well, it's probably not going to show on here, but the embankment at this point is incredibly high. Right the way down there. Gosh. This is quite a short distance, and as you can see we've gone from an embankment now to a cutting. Poor old Paddy had to run up and down here with his wheelbarrow, fill it up at the cutting and then tip it down the embankment. Well, I have to say the walk out from that feature, the railway tunnel, is a blooming sight easier than the walk in. If I'd known this was this easy, I would have waited till I found the railway and then gone along it. I seem to remember it was overgrown or something. Anyway, And off to the side, look at that. I know I get excited by these things. That's purpose made. They normally make them out of old rail. And as you can see from the closeness of the actual wires there, the wire stays, this was to keep the deer off the track, I would think. Yeah. Now I'm thinking this is possibly the bridge over the path we were on initially before we took the diversion. That's pretty damn high up. Down there somewhere. Well, this kind of confirms it. That must be a damn tall structure. Go have a look. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is big. Too much lens flare. So please Ellie. Right. I'm trying to find an angle to give you some scale. It's quite a long old beast as well. And you'll never believe it, look. There's another one of these. I know, isn't it exciting? This one's still got some of the original wire wrapped around it. Good Lord. Well, I don't think we'll beat that for excitement today. Onward. We're practically at the villa now. I can see the buildings. Seems like a plan. Right. And so back to the trailhead. I'm going to go and have a look around the Roman thingy. As far as the walk's concerned, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one.